So much tradition getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Throwing, Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Now Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about
down the numbers. There he goes. Inside the 20, Saquon Barkley. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7, Cowboys 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeau. They work now on 2nd and 9.
At the 13-yard line.
Throwing, Prescott. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now after the play, oh man, it's Prescott who appears to be shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. After that last run, Lance is going to throw it here. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
A first down carry for Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run wide side here with Barkley. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Lance. And he fires one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Trouble, 38, you, yellow. Ready?
Throwing now is Lance. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. You talk about this Giant defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Rocky started throwing the football, and he's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
I'm eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 93 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, You've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Second and 10. To throw again, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Third down and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now a second and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Off play action. Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
To throw once more on second and 10. Jones. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
My dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on third downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. Well, good start for him in this one here in the first quarter, and he's now 2 for 2 on field goals.
And I know while the offensive coaches are telling their guys, hey, let's leave the kicker out of it unless it's an extra point, this could pay dividends if this game is tight down the stretch. His confidence is going to be sky high if they need him for a big-time kick.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And that to the 30, it'll be second down. You talk about this Giant defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
ultra. Set, go.
To throw, it's Lance. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Cowboys are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Set.
Lance to throw on second down here. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Black shot. Ready?
Now Lance. That is caught. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Strike. Strike.
Lance looking to throw it. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Ready.
Hands it off out of the gun. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Cowboys! A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Now the try here for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And a 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Devontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Down.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
52 blaster. White.
Here's Lance to throw it. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown! Cowboys! Jake Ferguson. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point forthcoming. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Next is your Cowboys 14, Giants 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And Lance going to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And Lance now to throw. Able to hit his target man. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
52. Drill 3.
Now a play fake. Lance. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Ferguson. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's good for Cowboys. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Ready?
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, fair to say they've got something here, this rookie running back, and he's in for the second time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if... Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Cut.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Set. Cut. Seal. Black. Ready.
On first and 10, here's Lance. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. We got two. Do I hear three? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Jones. Complete to his tight end, Jalen Hyatt. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
New York.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Looking Hyatt's way once again. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he goes out right around the 39.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
64-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Ready,
About
ready.
set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Ready.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And quickly to the outside. That's caught by Lamb. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
In motion, that's Tolbert. On first down, Lance. He's got it complete to Tolbert. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Lance. Touchdown, Cowboys! C.D. Lamb from 19 yards away. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change their thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger error.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ball game. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you presented, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on. hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
108 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Ready?
Throwing now is Lance. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. He's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Hey.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now Jones. Hyatt there to grab it. And he's going to be wrangled down quickly after the catch up at the 45-yard line. Throwing Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And this this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Well, now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Now Jones on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Now that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly, and that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. He will have the conversion and more than that.
Touchdown, Giants. Darren Waller, 31 yards.
And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Lance.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 170 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd down and 6 now. On the counter, it's Vaughn. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to get it back here just past the 35. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the 44, Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 30. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 3rd down, Barkley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Back to throw. Jones being chased out left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was out.
This is caught. It's Robinson with a Giants touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Okay, ready?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
Ready?
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
Ready up?
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Smack, red. Hut.
The Lance going to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are on their way to a 2-0 start. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but The self-inflicted wounds. They've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
here we go.
I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
18 more yards there and another first down. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Detroit. Up we go.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones sliding out of the pocket. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards.
Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
So for Dallas, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again.
Detroit.